So I pulled an oldie but goodie out. This is Bob Lazar. This is resurfacing on X as well. Bob Lazar alleges that classified documents basically led him to a very uneasy, controversial disclosure. We're going to get into that. I got a nice clip for you. I saw this years ago and it still rattles me to this day. And we have this disclosure movement coming from the government. Really cool, outlandish things that are basically true that are coming out right now. And we got more drops coming too. But this particular situation, let's go ahead and get into it.
Accessing classified truth.
Absolutely. So Bob Lazar, this fascinating gentleman, along with Phil Schneider, Billy Meyer, William Cooper, better known as Bill Cooper. There's more. There's many more. You have the Andromedan perspective when it comes to Alex Collier. There, Corbell, Stephen Greer, which I have my issues with, Mr. Greer. But I got to tell you, this man right here, Bob Lazar behind me, I believed every single word. Everything he said, completely believable. And he's been vindicated. This right here is something else. So this is something different. Now, I'm going to read this. Bob Lazar alleges classified Area 51 documents claim Jesus was genetically engineered by advanced beings. Whether you believe it or not, what I'm seeing that's coming off of this disclosure platform, when I'm talking about what the government is doing and what I've already researched for the last, couple of decades, this is interesting. I'm not over the cliff on this, but I got to tell you, once you look at this clip, you can clearly see that Bob Lazar himself, he didn't really believe what he was reading when he got a hold of these documents. He had security clearance, so he read and he had access, limited access, because once they figured out that he had tapped into a lot of this very, very secret, classified documents, this military documents, Bob Lazar's security clearance was pulled and he was moved to different areas in Area 51, or as he would put it, S4. And there's different aspects of the Nevada situation, right? When it comes to Area 51, there was multiple establishments that were underground, several layers. He talked about this, but this particular situation almost got him ousted, essentially. And he actually reiterated this on the Joe Rogan show. But this is an oldie but goodie George Knapp interview. It's a clip of basically what we're talking about. The alleged classified documents that actually claim that Jesus was genetically modified, genetically engineered by advanced being, the Elohim. We don't know. But I want you to take a look at this clip and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other updates. Let me know what you think about it. Let's go.
Yeah, the only hardcore thing is that there is a extremely classified document dealing with religion, and it's about that thing. Period. But why would there be any classified material dealing with religion?
I want to go back to the religion thing. I want you to say it.
Oh, come on, that's so weird. That's a lot.
I'm not asking you to say what you believe to be a fact. I'm asking you to say what you read in a report that that is distributed at what may be the most top secret facility in the world. Okay. All right.
All right, I'll say it. It's so far out.
All right, your objection has been noted.
Okay.
What does it say?
That we're containers. That's how supposedly the aliens look at us. That we are nothing but containers.
Containers of?
Containers. Maybe containers of souls. You can come up with whatever theory you want, but we're containers, and that's how we're mentioned in the documents. That religion was specifically created, so we have some rules and regulations for the sole purpose of not damaging the containers.
The souls? Meaning?
Well, the souls or the bodies, whatever. That's
meaning like we're containers for souls that they're going to use at some other point.
Right.
And that they had something to do with different prophets and biblical figures.
Yes.
What?
Well, that supposedly Jesus and two other beings were genetically engineered. They were implanted in people on Earth in biblical times, and their births were closely monitored. Now, just some little connections to that my wife had brought up were in the Bible. They said that the star had followed Mary wherever she went, and that all UFO sightings always start out as people, well, gee, that looks like a bright star, and well, in fact, they said in the Bible, the brightest star in the sky followed her where she went, and it just make little connections like that.
Okay.
I don't know what else to touch on about.
Listen, that was some heavy stuff, right? And this is tapping into religion, which is a third rail situation. So what do you think about it? Do you buy it, right? Does it make sense to you? It's very fascinating. I'll just tell you like that. I have my own take on it, but I want to hear what you have to think about this, because this was said years ago. It's kind of resurfacing, online because of this disclosure movement by the government. Bob Lazar's content is coming back. Bill Cooper's content is coming back. A lot of content that I've seen over the last 20 years, right, that already really gave us full disclosure. We just didn't believe it. A lot of you didn't believe, Alice Collier. You didn't believe William Cooper. You didn't believe Billy Meyer. You didn't believe Phil Schneider and the others, right? Linda Modenhow has magnificent research, right? You didn't believe these people. Now everybody's actually rethinking, what's going on here, because full disclosure is imminent. And then you have Steven Spielberg's movie, which I think is not really connected. It's this advantageous situation for him. He was due a movie, a really, really good movie was due from Spielberg. So I cut the deck with that. I put a little salt on that. But when it comes to Mr. Lazar, what do you think about what he just said about religion, about Jesus being genetically engineered? And there was 2 others as well that were embodied by light beings. Who were they? Those are biblical characters he's talking about. He didn't mention them. He only mentioned Jesus. Let me know what you think about this, and we'll catch you on the next show.
Accessing classified truth.